Right, you lot, what is going on? And welcome back to another Rugby Player Reacts to Armin van As' football journey. You guys may have heard of his name, you may have heard me mention his name in the previous two videos, but basically guys, I'm here today to crack into the newest video series on this channel. And the video series is dedicated to three friends of mine, three football players who have a dream, still at different ages, different points in their life. They still have the dream to play football at the higher level. Each of them are in different situations, each of them are in situations that haven't seen the best luck. But even with that being so, they've kept training, they've kept their goal in mind, and they've stayed ready. And they are ready. They're ready for the next opportunity. They're ready for this opportunity that I pray and I hope with everything crossed in my body that this video series can do for them. I hope that this video series can at least present their skills, their attributes, their attitudes to the world, to any prospective coaches out there, anyone that wants to take them under their wing and give them the shot that they deserve. You may have a really incredible, optimistic, punctual, mature, really great, physically great, but also mentally great team member on your team. And that's what these videos are about. So basically guys, what I've done is I've made a video talking about their story. Now I tried to do it as fast as possible. Basically, their stories are so in-depth and so interesting that it took me about 20 minutes to read each of their stories. So I've done that. I've done that for Arman, I've done that for Ruben, and I've done that for Dave. Now with that being said, we're here and we're at the start of our second leg of the journey, I guess you could say. And that is my reactions, my genuine reactions to each of these players, their highlights, their football highlights, their athletic highlights, everything they want to show me to stake their claim in these videos and give them the best opportunity possible to try and get picked up by a team. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to be shown. Each of these players, I know how big they are, I know how fast they are, but I've probably only seen about a minute each of actual footage to do with them playing football. And I've done that because instantly I've seen them, I've taken a liking to them, and I've thought, if I am going to put together a video series like this, I know I'm going to be needing to react genuinely to their highlights, and so I've cut it off after a minute. I haven't seen anything else, but I do know. I know it's there. I know the story now. So if we can just splice together the story and the highlights, I feel like any coaches out there that may be looking will have a bigger picture, will be able to make an informed decision, and that's what I'm here for. So without further ado, the first player off the clock is Arman. He is from South Africa. He's 19 years of age. He's a good friend of mine. He is more determined than any other 19-year-old I've ever met in my life. I wish I had a tenth of the determination that this guy has when I was his age, and who knows where I'd be. But anyway, Arman is a prospective tight end. He has gone through ups and downs in his short life. He's only 19 years of age. He is an international player. He is from South Africa. His preferred path had been college football. And he did, as a teenager, everything you could possibly do as an international player on the other side of the world with no contacts and no game footage. He did everything he could, and I read that and I thought, wow, that is some determination. I can't believe that all that work that you put in didn't come to fruition with anything. I absolutely can't believe it. And that's the thing that is a running theme throughout all these guys' stories, is just they're nearly there, they're almost there, they're even in talks with coaches, and then the communication just dies. It just goes. So I'm stepping in and doing all I can. Today's video is Rugby Player Reacts to Armin van As football videos, athletic highlights, and more. Now if we think back to when we were reading the story of Armin, you know, he's 19, he is young, but he speaks with such maturity, it's not even funny. Guys, this would be the perfect, just before I get into this, man, Armin is at the age, at the size, the strength, the perfect moment for him to skip the college football system and go straight in to the IMG Academy and the International Pathway Program. That is what Armin and I are aiming for with these videos, for him specifically. Now if that didn't work, if Armin was seen to not have enough experience, not have enough game footage, in fact, thinking back to his story when he was saying it, he did reach out to the International Pathway Program. They got back to him saying, we need a bit more game footage. We would recommend you, being on that side of the world, to play a season in Europe, anywhere that you can play a semi-pro few games that you can get on tape, send it back to us, and that can help you with your journey. So I guess that's the position that he's in at the moment. He's in South Africa, he's finished high school, he finished with a great GPA, and he's ready to continue his journey. So, if you haven't seen that video, please go and watch it before watching this one. But if you are 7 minutes into this one, and we haven't even seen any highlights yet, well, that's just me all over. I'm sorry guys, that's what I like to do. I like to set the scene. We've done that. So Arman sent me through a few clips. I believe they were taken this year, in 2020. I don't know what they are, so this is going to be really interesting. It's a selection of small clips between 5 and 30 seconds long. After this, he's got one more video that we do want to watch. He's sent it to me. He's sent me a link to his YouTube channel. So when we do go and check him out, please subscribe if you like. So if we're going to go in date order, chronological order, the first video was taken on the 16th of April at 4:30 in the afternoon. Let's get into it.
I swear I like your style. Put you in Chanel cause it's just perfect for your smile. Girl, I swear for you I run the world, I'd run the miles. The way you look at me, I think I'm going insane.
Hey! Okay. Okay. Guys, if we're talking about a prospective tight end, a 19-year-old, 6'4", 250 pounds, would you like to be seeing anything but him pushing a truck up a hill? Would you really? Because I wouldn't. And that's the case for any football player, any position, but especially a guy of his size. That is using your strength to your advantage, and that is training in the right way for American football, whilst being on the other side of the world. Hang on, we need some sound here. I think we've got his dad in the background. His biggest supporter. That's what you need, man. You need the support from your family. And this guy does have the support from his family, but unfortunately he hasn't had the support from his friends. And that just makes up more of his motivation that he uses. So anyway, let's continue. Fight it, Arman. Go, Arman! Push! Guys, that is up a hill. You try and do that. Go, son! That is the shit, bro. I wonder how many degrees that hill is. Get it, Arman. That's the worst South African accent ever. Go, son! Nah. It's done. So he moved it a couple of feet up the hill. And if you believe in this guy like I do, and you see the potential like I do, he's going to be pushing that one-handed in a few years. Anyways, let's continue. Next video. That was good. Next one. Alright. So he is solid. This is not a 5'8", 170 pound man. This is a 6'4" and growing 250 pound man that wants to play tight end and has a 4'6", 40. Okay, so clearly in this drill he's just working on his footwork, working on his balance. And I guess those weights in his hand would probably be about 2 kg. So I don't know where he's got this technique, where he's got this training regime from. But I think it looks pretty solid. Next. And again, go, son! So he's practicing sprinting, he's practicing getting down, sprinting down the field, but on one foot. Do I try that now and see how hard it is? Nah, it's all good. What we've got here, guys, is actually doing it on both feet, which is no easy feat. No pun intended. Okay, next. Okay, here we go. This is interesting. Agility. And this is shot on a beautiful blue sky day in South Africa, I must admit. It looks like it's in Alice Springs, to be fair. Anyway, here we are. First look at Arman ever doing an agility ladder in my life. He's a big fella. You wouldn't like to be coming full steam at you, but let's see how his side-to-side agility and footwork is. Alright. Fuck, there he is, man. That's like as close of a shot as I've actually seen of his face. Me and him have sent a few voice messages to each other, but never any video chats. And I've just become such a fan of this guy and how hard he's working. I just want him to succeed so badly. So anyway, First thing I'd say off that is move your arms more. But he is a big man, so we're going to continue. Oh, here we go. That's it. That's it. It's a bit better, moving your arms. Can you imagine if this guy was training under a proper football head coach? For even 6 months. This guy trains every single day. He's out there doing it every day. He's so committed. Shot, bro. Next one. Oh, here we go. This is interesting. Is that a Bosu ball? Is he gonna catch some footballs? Let's see. That he is. Now that doesn't look too hard from the outside. But you try and stand on that ball, let alone catch a football at the same time, you're going to find out just how hard it is. Anyways, ARMIN. This is basically like a backyard combine in South Africa. And God, man, I wish I was there with you. Let's continue. Catch. Catch. It's not quite like running through a gauntlet, but it is like standing on a Bosu ball. Catch. 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 Solid. Now, I'll also admit it's no ball throwing machine, but he didn't drop one. Nice. Hang on. So this was in March, on another beautiful day. So he is working on his reaction speed, I assume, and his hands. And there's his mate being his quarterback, like a legend. So his hands are behind his back until the ball releases his friend's hand. The closer it gets, the harder it gets. Just working on his hands. That was a good catch. Now all he needs to do is continue doing that, but with the passes being harder. I could see this guy really flourishing in a football environment. Just like I could have seen myself. Sounds like a Kiwi. Nice. So what have we seen so far? We've seen some absolute brute strength. We've seen some agility. We've seen some fast footwork, but they could be faster. We've seen some hands. We haven't seen him drop a pass yet, but of course these are just highlights. At the age of 19, 6'4", wanting to become a tight end, at 250 pounds, I'm impressed. Let's continue. Well, that's not easy. Well, you need a good throw, but that's certainly not easy. But he's throwing it back like a rugby pass. That's the first thing I noticed. He is playing rugby this year. After the disappointment of not being able to secure anything to do with college football for the coming year, he decided to go back to play rugby, keep his body fit, keep moving, and with no guarantees of any football journey beginning, Arman is playing rugby this year. He mentioned in his letter to me, in his story, his football story, that in high school when he first told his friend that he had this dream to play American football, they came back to him, and I don't know why he believed him, but they said to him, look, okay, but the only position you're ever going to be able to play is defensive end. And I don't even know if he knew what a defensive end was at that point. I think he did. So he believed his friend for a fair few years, but at the end of the day, when this guy's playing rugby, and he's on offense, it's extremely hard for anyone to bring him down. He's a big guy with some speed and some agility. And he's only 19, so he's going to be coming up against guys who are a lot smaller, a lot slighter, until he was to get to the big leagues, of course. But he found that the size and strength that he has is going to be much more useful on offense. And I agree, and not only much more useful, but much more fun. So about 2 years ago, Arman completely changed the position that he was going for, went from defense to offense, and I'm glad he did. Oh! Yeah, no wonder you're fucking laughing, mate. What if you missed that one? Straight to the ghoulies. Straight to the old bait and tackle. Alright guys, I think this is the last one. The 4th of May, 2020. This video is being shot on the 19th of May. So that is 15 days ago. Not long at all. Let's see the big man in action. I thought that was a wild bird or something in the background. That street looks delightful. Looks extremely American for some reason. To me anyway. Must be the palm tree. I could see that. Turns around on a curl route. Goes up, grabs the pass one-handed, comes down, turns around, big stiff arm to the helmet, big 1, 2, 3 stutter step on the inside, gives another stiff arm with the other hand because he is ambidextrous, and scores the touchdown. And if you guys can't see that, oh, you're not as optimistic as me, clearly. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Have you seen this guy's training this guy, he told me his training regime. This is just in the last month. He's been doing this for fucking years. Dreaming of getting an opportunity. I just hope to God we can do that for him. He's got a Patriots hat on. I don't know if that's good or bad. He said his first team he loved were the Giants because he went to New York at age 13, loved it. At age 15, the crest, the NFL crest, entered his mind and he could not get it out of his head. From that moment, he's been determined to become an American football player. Among South Africans who play rugby. The fact that he is from South Africa, we definitely have a connection there between rugby nations. Okay, that's looking faster. That's looking faster. Get those arms going, brother. I mean, I say that, but I mean, he is 6'4", and he's not 190 pounds. He's 250. And I'm telling you guys, this guy, at his age, if he trains and eats, he's going to be 300 pounds, guys, at 6'5". 300! Mobile. You know what I'm saying? Get behind this guy, man. Just like he's got behind this truck. Go, son. I loved this video, man. Absolutely loved it. Get it going! Alright, he's probably done at least 15 feet. At least 15 feet. Alright, so those are all the videos that he sent me to download. There is one other thing I'm going to check, and I'm going to also check his messages because I cannot remember for the life of me what he said. So, let's write in his name on YouTube. He's not Armin van Buren, but he is Armin van Ass. And if we go Armin van Ass football, I did get a link to his video, so I might have to use that. Bear with me, guys. Let me have my first sip of coffee. Holy shit, I got 2 into that. We've done things back to front. Right. This has probably been the most excited about a video series I've been in a long, long time, you know. This is something different. This is something I'm actually putting my effort into to help someone. But that's what it is. That's why, actually, come to think of it, it's because I'm helping someone, or I'm trying to help someone. And as we get older, and we get wiser, I'm not saying I'm wise, but as we get older, I think as we get older we tend to enjoy helping people more, genuinely, and that's where things like this happen. Alright, let's get his messages up here. Okay, alright, we'll add this in. Armin, you cheeky bastard. Armin saw one of my bodybuilding workouts. I think I must have mentioned that my arms are sitting at about 16 1/4 inches right now. He decided to send me a picture of his arms. Just to boast. They're 18 inches. 18-inch arms, 18-inch guns. The guns are hugging the sleeves, that's for sure. Okay, so most of those videos that we saw, it seems as if he shot them after I'd asked him to send me through some videos. So he's got his dad to get the camera out, video him doing a few things so he can send some through. Now I don't know if, you know, how different would that look if he had football gear on, if he had a football helmet on, and he was training with a proper quarterback at a proper football field. I don't know. I think it would probably look a bit different. But this is where you've got to use your imagination. And I think football coaches out there are pretty good at using their imagination. Okay, here we go. What's your opinion on the combine this year? I said, I haven't watched it yet, bro. But I'm going to watch it tomorrow. He said, I am not that impressed by tight ends. I'll leave it there. So I think that Bosu ball was a bit harder than what I'm thinking. So he's done well to be doing that. Okay, we've got his YouTube channel, which is actually Andreas, or maybe that's his dad's channel. Let's have a look. The South African football. No, football montage. And if it doesn't come up with this, then I don't know how we're going to find it. There we go. Now, can I subscribe? Yes, I can. Sweet. All right, so the South Africans football montage sounds quite intriguing. And actually, the still from the shot we can see, it looks as if it could be from a drone, which is pretty damn cool. So with that being said, let's get into it. My name is Arman van As. This is my first NFL training montage, and it was brought out November 21st, 2019. Keep that in mind. Sweet. So he's still 6'4", he's still 250, he's still got a 9.5 inch hand size, and he's still 19. Straight into it, mate. Mate, he's got the soundtrack on point. And look at the color correction. That is incredible. That shot is absolutely incredible. It makes me want to take my drone out and go down to the field. Let's go, buddy. Oh my god. Okay, yep, I'm doing it. I'm definitely doing it. I've got to recruit a cameraman to come down to the field with me and fucking film me doing some football shit with the drone, because that looks amazing. I love that shot. But it's not about the shot, it's about the athlete. So I'm going to shut up right now. We're going to watch the whole entire 3 minutes. I'm not going to pause it, I promise. I owe that to Arman. Let's go. Get those arms going. Oh, he didn't stuff one up. I wanted to pause it, but that is a long ass ladder. Changing up a bit. Fuck yeah, this is what we want to see. Sorry guys, I am going to put it back. It's the first 20-yard drill I've ever seen him do. Let's go, big man. This is what you're going to have to do at the combine when you make it there. And you're looking alright. Let's see it again. You're looking good. No wasted steps, right on the line. Just wondering what sort of time he's getting. I think we'll have to time it. Go! Get down, get down, get down, get your hands going. Oh, this should be good. Punch him in the mouth. Fuck, how big's his dad? Bro. His dad's got to be at least 6'6". There's some big South African genes in there. And I'm sorry, I paused it, didn't I? This is great, man. This is the video we should have started with. Come on, Dad, you can do better than that. Push him back. Smash him. Ooh. Haven't seen this before. See, his dad's his biggest supporter, clearly. And I absolutely love that. That is heartwarming. But this drill wouldn't be easy. You try it. I've done a similar one with the rugby ball. Arman's the kind of guy that if you told him to sit out there and do that for 12 hours straight, 7 days a week, he would. Here we go, this is what I want. This is... Yeah, Dad! It's a rugby field. Bang! Catch it. Oh, a drone shot is definitely the shot to get. Yeah! Fake the defense to the outside, cut him on the inside, catch that slant route, give him the stiff arm like we talked about before. I'm gonna have to rewatch this, guys. This is really fun. Get those arms going. Go! Yes. Next video will be dropping soon. I wish you did, bro. And you know what? The one thing I've told this guy, I mean, this was back in November, we're in May now. If he had have dropped 10 of those videos throughout the last 5 months, we'd have a whole lot more content to look at, right? You can see the progression. People are so scared about putting their footage up because they're looking for it to be perfect. Just start documenting. Document, document, document. If you have just decided today, if you're 15 years old, guys, and you're training for a rep side, if you're training for an upcoming season, get your camera out. Get your camera out. Take it down to training possibly. Obviously don't piss people off, but vlog a season. Vlog your team's season. You know what I mean? Make game day vlogs. Those videos are going to be so classic in the future. You're going to be so glad you made them. You know what I mean? And I'd like to do that for the next team that I play for. I'd like to employ, at a low cost, a video production team that would come down to 1 training a week and each game and make a vlog of it. Videoing the game at a high level with a high quality camera, one with a zoom. You know, I'd be paying them to actually watch the game and video it and not do anything else. So we get high quality footage, we'd get a behind the scenes look at training and the games, and we'd have a whole lot of content to post to the channel. Now, anyone out there could do that, and it's pretty silly that I haven't yet. But we're not talking about me, we're talking about Arman. Now, let's watch this again and let's do some timing. Okay, let's watch this again. I'll give you my second thoughts. I like the boots. So this is back in November of last year. And if I know Arman, he would have just gotten better. This guy's 19, he's no finished product, but he is willing to put in the work plus some. And I would not say that lightly. Fuck! I meant to be timing this. Bang. 5:31. Bang. 5:23. Go. Let's get 9 seconds or under. Under 8. Go. Turn. Ooh, 7:70. Right, now you're watching. I'm going to stop it there, guys. Okay, his times officially were 5:23 for the 20-yard drill, 20-yard shuttle, and 7:70 for the 3-cone drill. Now, Arman's story was pretty incredible. How much work and how much effort he put into just to try and get a shot in even a Division 3 American football university, just to play football, to develop his game at the age that he needs to. If he doesn't develop his game now with the right people, he's going to miss out on the prime years of his life. You know what I mean? So it's serious. And I'm feeling really serious about his journey. I want him to be training with an American football team, to be surrounded and to be rubbing shoulders with people that want him to succeed with that journey too. and I'm one of them, but I'm not in a position to do anything. I don't know any coaches. I don't live in the States. I don't live in South Africa. I'm here in New Zealand, and I love it. But yeah, this is about doing all I can to help this guy. Now, Arman, good luck. That's all I can say. In the next video, you will see a compilation of all of those highlights put together. I'm going to put them on my channel for my viewers to see. Hopefully we can get a few more viewers than what he's got. That's just what comes with having a bigger audience, and that's how I'd like to use my platform right now. So we're going to do that. Following that, the fourth video for each of these players is probably going to be the most fun, the most interesting for you guys, the most interactive, definitely the most fun for me to edit, because what I've done is I've sent them 20 football related questions. Now they're good questions. They're questions about their life. They're fun questions. Some are serious. But these 20 questions are going to allow them to not only speak to the camera, speak to the audience so you can actually hear them. I mean, it's all good watching highlights, but if you can't hear them speak, you don't actually hear their mannerisms, it's nowhere near a full picture being painted. So what I've done, I've got the questions. Armin sent me back the answers. I haven't watched them yet. I cannot wait to watch them. We're going to splice those together. Each of these 3 players is going to have an interview, and that's going to be it. So we're going to have 12 videos total, 4 for each player. And I really hope you enjoy. I really hope you can get behind these guys. All of Armin's social media information will be in the description box below. If you can give him a follow, if you can give him a comment, if you can encourage this guy, please do. It'll mean a hell of a lot to him, and it will mean even more to me. So guys, let's get behind Arman van As, the South African beast, pushing trucks up a hill, only getting faster, only getting more agile, and only getting bigger and stronger at the same time. Now that is a recipe for a pretty incredible tight end, if you ask me. So with that being said, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.